talk about Mary Fallon's speech. I want to start with a question for you, and I'm going to actually read a sentence taken directly from the text of her speech today. It's a little bit of an awkward sentence, but I want to get your reaction to
Okay.
what she said. Quote, "We allow overregulation, costly workers' compensation, and legal systems to drive jobs out of the state." What's your reaction to that?
I found it an odd work-in of the sentence because it had just come at a part of the speech where she had spent a significant amount of time talking about how good Oklahoma's been doing, and how we've actually been one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country, and that we're a great place to do business, and we're standing strong. And then all of a sudden came this, oh, but we're running businesses off with overregulation and with costly legal systems, and she went on later in the speech to then explain, when she's talking about those legal systems, she's meaning tort reform, and Oklahoma actually just last year in 2009 passed one of the most comprehensive lawsuit reform packages in the country. Pacific Research Group, you can find them at pacificresearch.org, and I'll post a link on here on the blog here in a little while. They actually found that Oklahoma by far had the most comprehensive reform package passed, and that after that passage of that reform package, we actually now ranked first in the best tort system for businesses and employers. So I really found it odd that we're going to continue to push down this road of tort reform when it seems like that's a problem we already solved. And I found it interesting that tort reform was one of the main attractions to get businesses in, because we already are a low cost of business state, and I don't know why we would want to require Oklahoma citizens who are injured by no fault of their own, and make them not able to recover fully for those injuries. She talked about personal responsibility at one point in the speech, and if we're going to talk about personal responsibility, let's talk about the personal responsibility of businesses to pay the costs of when they do things wrong. Why should they get off the hook, and why should an injured Oklahoman pay the price just so that we can attract maybe one more business to Oklahoma? I think if we're going to really get serious about making Oklahoma a great place to do business, we do much better when we stick to education reform, really making sure that we're getting the best and the brightest. I like where she talked about getting better access to health care, getting better results for health results for our people. Those are worthy goals that I think make Oklahoma a much better place to do business. This push on tort reform, I'm a little baffled by. We just passed the most comprehensive package of tort reform in the country, and I think that she's trying to fix something that we haven't even seen how well it works just yet. So I'd like to see her pull back on that. I'm sure the Democrats in the legislature are likely to fight pretty tough on that. Governor Henry vetoed a hard cap that she had asked for previously, and Governor Henry's no flaming liberal by any means. A very moderate guy, very well liked by the Oklahoma business community, and he felt it was taking it too far. Senator Rice mentioned today that he felt it was going too far to put a hard cap on there. So I would look for a big fight in the legislature this year on that issue.